happening, YouTube? It's your boy, the Memphis XL, right back at you with another episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Month of Madness. Yeah, that's right. Another episode of the show, taking a look at a different deck every day for the month of January, just having ourselves a good old time. Today we have ourselves another deck that is very much for the enjoyment aspect. We're playing ourselves Orbital Hydralander Toolbox, Shiki Diggy. What kind of deck is this? It's Orbital Hydralander Turbo with all sorts of different bells and whistles for all sorts of different things this deck can do. We have many different things this deck can do. We're going to be showing off all these different things in some good old duels on EDO Pro, showing off what this deck can do, trying to summon out the Orbital Hydralander as often as possible. We're playing one of everything save the Orbital Hydralander. So it's very much like playing Highlander, but with Hydralander. Highlander, Hydralander? I guess that might be the name of this deck. So we got ourselves our deck, thanks to Mr. Levi's Stories, who wanted to see some good old-fashioned Orbital Hydralander action, along with the little baby one I remembered this time. So we're going to be showing off this deck in EDO Pro, having ourselves a good old time. If you want to help out this one, smack the like button. Let me know that you enjoy seeing some good old Orbital Hydralander action. If you want the deck list, don't forget, it's down in the comments below, pinned right there for your enjoyment. And if you have a deck you want to see in the month of madness, let me know. But there's only a few spots left. There's like 5 spots left. That's it. Okay, so if you haven't said something, now is a good time to do so. If you have a bunch of decks you're waiting on, which is a few of you, hold off for everybody else for a little bit. There's still time. I'm just saying, there's 5 spots left. So let's go ahead and EDO Pro, show this deck off, show you how it works, have ourselves a good time. Alrighty, our first opponent, another day, another card game. Our deck can go first or second. It's one of those decks that can do either or. Let's go ahead and go second for extra draw power and see what we get. Okay. I like this opening hand. I mean, I got double charge of the Light Brigade. I've got my Machina deployment, a Machina, and a Danger Chubacabra. All in all, that's a nice opening hand. I like that opening hand. So we're up against Shiranui. At least I hope it's Shiranui. It could just be generic zombies, but come on. It's probably Shiranui. I'm trying to remember. Doesn't Shiranui have that annoying card that, like, stops extra deck stuff? I think they still run that, but we'll find out later. Let's start with Charge of the Light Brigade, mill a few of the cards on the top of our deck, and add ourselves Lumina, because she'll let me revive some things. Let me revive this thing, and hey, Trick Clown hit the grave. The whole idea of this deck, people, we're trying to turbo Hydralander. We gotta have 5 dudes in the grave with different names, and so it gives us opportunity to run a whole bunch of different engines, sort of side options and things. It's what we do. We have many things that work in the grave, out of the grave, etc., etc., and we're just going to get all the things we want. So, what is in the grave right now? Okay, Buster Drake for later, not bad. Raiden is in the grave, so that's good. So, what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and activate Machina deployment. We'll ditch Crash Wyvern, because we don't need him right now. We're going to go ahead and get Citadel, and we'll get Ruinforce, because I can discard either one for many a thing. And let's go ahead and discard Citadel for Fortress. Be like, hello, I am a giant tank. Sounds pretty intimidating to me. So we'll summon out Lumina, Lightsworn Wulf, and that's going to allow us to do even more things. Alright, the Swallow Slash. Pretty much expected that. Sadly losing Lumina, but, you know, it is what it is. But Citadel will come out. That's good. You know, he blew up my Citadel. He blew up one dude, I get the other dude. And I lose the clown, but that's okay. He'll come back later. He'll come back later. That's fine. So let's bring back our Machina Fortress. Now I got Ruinforce in the grave. Do I have any machines in the grave? I do. But I think we should at least attempt to get Hydralander first, so let's see if that works out. Come forth, Chubacabra. Draw us a card. Alright, well, no Hydralander. But I do have an O. Well, I'll lose the ability to do that. But it's okay. Ruinforce is big. Big, big, big. So, we don't have a Hydralander for this particular duel, but you know what? We do have the memories we made along the way. You get a perfect understanding of what our deck does. You know, we've got Hydralander, he's in the deck, and we'll see him for sure. I have many draw options and such. And so we get to see the side. The Machinas are just good because they work out of the grave, and that's really why I put them in here. They're excellent for graveyard setup. So we'll get ourselves a win against some Shiranuis. He underestimated my power, for sure. So let's go ahead for duel number 2, and hopefully a little bit more Hydralander action. He'll be there, I'm sure. I'm sure he will be. Alrighty, second opponent. Let's go and do it again. With some Orbital Hydralander this time. He's there. I got 3 copies of that dude. Look, there he is right there. It's that guy. We were just talking about him. Alright, so we got Orbital Hydralander. Just in time for the burn deck. Okay. Oh, it's Trickstars. I was about to say, is this like generic burn of some form? No, it's specifically Trickstar burn. Okay. Well, I mean, Trickstar burn is a thing. I'm really not looking forward to that face down card. I have a sneaking suspicion I know what it is. I mean, I don't think there's any big mystery as to what it probably is. We got Trickstar, Licorice, and her sister, Licorice. Alright, so I'll take the damage. I'll take a lot more damage. Oh wow, I didn't lose my hand. Sweet. Okay. It's always nice when you don't lose your hand immediately. So let's go ahead and start with Charge of the Light Brigade. And we're going to get Raiden. Gonna get good old Raiden of the Lightsworn. I'm gonna take more burn damage, as one does against Trickstar burn. Kind of the whole idea of the deck is you'll just take more damage. So we got 2 dudes in the grave. That's not enough dudes. We need more dudes in the grave. And hopefully Raiden here will help us do that. Now I get to mill 2 cards, and if I mill a couple or just any monsters really, of course I mill nothing but spells. Alright, Hydralander, we're gonna have to risk it, my dude. I don't want to risk it, but we're gonna have no choice here. Alright, so far so good. And I'm just gonna take more burn damage. So how many monsters do I have in the graveyard now? 1, 2, 3 of those. 3 of those things does sound good. So let's go ahead and make Masquerade. And now we have 5. And now, wrong monster, my dude. Very much the wrong monster. Because now I got Orbital Hydralander. I can mill 3, pop a dude. Oh, and Wolf got sent to the grave, so I can summon him. Sweet. And I got a clown. Even better. Someone was clowning around, but it is I who shall be the ultimate clown. You know, I don't need life points. Life points are for amateurs. Real duelists don't need them. Let's see. I could make Baronne the floor. Am I a horrible person enough to do this? Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? You know what? If my opponent's going to be this way, there you go. So, there's a second duel. Very quick duels today. But this one, we got to show off Orbital Hydralander. You get the perfect idea of this deck. You're just sending your cards to the grave. You summon this dude out. You send more cards to the grave. You're setting up the graveyard. You're sending things like Wolf and Trick Clown. They summon themselves. Plaguespreader, summon himself. The ABCs, so I can make the dragon. You know, stuff like that. And it's just, it's nice because we don't need a lot of negates in this deck. We have very few negates. We're mostly about swarming, making some big dudes, making Hydralander. That's all we want to do. Nice, clean Yu-Gi-Oh! With just a hint of salt. So, very good for duel number 2. Let's go for duel number 3 now. Don't know if I'll do 4 duels. Yesterday's episode was pretty long, so we'll see how duel 3 goes. So let's go for duel 3. Yeah, sounds good. Alright, everybody, our third opponent, the Fighting Third. And let's see where we go here. I would like to just see Orbital Hydra. Let's go second so we get extra draw. And I can see that beautiful, beautiful boy. Alright, so what is this opening hand? It's an interesting affair. We have a lot of different little goodies, so that's a good thing. We have many different options. I'm good with that. I'm good with that. So, what is our opponent playing, though? Let's see, 14 card extra deck, setting a card to start. Okay, just setting a card to... Okay, there's Orbital Hydralander. There's my boy. There is my boy, although... That's a little tricky now that I've actually drawn the guy. So let's start off with a Foolish Burial. See where that gets us. We'll send ourselves... Wolf, Lightsworn Beast. That way I have at least a beater on the board. So, let me think about this. If I normal summon Mothman, I can make Minerva. And Minerva can mill me a few monsters. You know, we'll give it a shot. I want to show off as much of the different techs I have in this deck in the duels that I have today, so let's just give it a shot. Alright, what did I mill? 1, 2, okay, 3 monsters in the grave. Not bad. Risk it for a biscuit. Come on, baby! Woo-hoo-hoo. Oh, Lady Luck is mine tonight. Usually I'm terrible with Lightsworns. But this is working just fine. I mean, I've got Lumina. I can bring back more monsters later. And I've got Orbital Hydralander, who is my boy. Alright, so let's go ahead and mill a few cards. Blow up this, because I don't trust it. You had Torrential and you didn't use it, my dude. My dude. Alright. Well, that was a really quick one. But I did get to show off Orbital Hydralander, so I'm going to count that one. But let's do one more duel. We'll do a 4th duel, because I think we deserve a 4th duel. Let's go for a 4th duel, show off this deck a little bit more, and maybe we'll get a Hydralander one more time. That would be nice if we get him 3 out of the 4 duels. That would be great. We'll see how it goes. Alrighty, everybody, our 4th and final opponent, last chance for romance. Really doesn't apply this time, because we've done good today. I mean, we've got some duels. We've done some winning. We have summoned Orbital Hydralander, and that's good. You know, it's kind of the idea of this deck, is to summon Orbital Hydralander. It's a shame he's not really searchable, but, you know, maybe in the future. I mean, they made a card to work with Hydralander. I would not be doubting a potential future archetype around the guy. How likely is that? Hard to say, but I would not doubt it. So let's get our Machinas. Good old Machinas. Machinas have been very helpful so far in the month of madness. What was the other deck that I used Machinas a lot in? It's on the tip of my tongue, but I can't remember what it was for some reason. So many decks to do in the month of madness. Hard to remember them all sometimes. Okay, that was some awful milling. I swear, every time I play Lightsworns, I mill awful. I don't know why, but I do. I don't know why, but I do. Let's go for Mothman. Alright, that was legit the worst thing. I was hoping to discard Felis, but no. Not allowed to discard Felis. Okay, now Felix is gone, of course. Lightsworn. Every time I play Lightsworns, they always do this to me. It's a curse, I tell you. A curse. A curse. Alright. What can I special summon? Let me guess. Oh, no. I thought I sent Hydralander there for a second, but not quite. So, what doth Ween maketh? Because I can summon back Ruinforce. I can summon, like, a lot of really good stuff. Okay. Make Blackluster Soldier with the protection. Activate Jade or Chubacabra to discard Chubacabra. That activates Chubacabra's effect to get back the Mothman. So we'll do that. And then I need to remember how this card works. Effect monsters on the field. Okay, that is not an effect monster. So that bit doesn't quite work. I'm just gonna, attack, basically. Let's summon Ruinforce. We'll banish Fortress. And how many levels did I need? More levels. That's how many levels. All right, so I'll summon Ruinforce as well. You know what? Why not? So let's go ahead for the battle phase. We'll attack into the Photon token. Be like, goodbye, Mr. Token. 60 cards. Is this Photons, though? How many Photon decks play 60 cards? That's a tricky one. Because 60 card decks, like, they could do some ridiculous things. But then you have to think that if you don't draw right, you're kind of boned. Kind of the issue with them. Did I mill? I did mill. And it wouldn't be the Fort Duel if we didn't summon a Baguska. Would it ever be an episode if we didn't at least summon a Baguska? So we got a Bagusk. That's going to stop my opponent from doing anything without links. Unless he's just playing Regeki. And my opponent will surrender. But can we end? So tricky. Do I end it now? I should. As much as I don't want to, I should. It's like I said, yesterday was really long. We did summon Hydralander, though. And we got to show off this deck. Pretty good. So, I'm going to go ahead and end it for today. Let's go ahead to the end screen and show, well, you know, talk about the deck a little bit more. Alrighty, everybody. Orbital Hydralander Highlander. We got ourselves many a win. Some of them are a little chintzier than others, but you know, sometimes on EDO Pro, people just give up. I don't know. I can't explain it. You know, at the very least, you got to see what this deck is about. There are so many other combos we can still do with this deck. The ABCs are in here. I've got some synchros in here. I got a bunch of links I barely touch. But you know what? The main idea of the deck, Orbital Hydralander, it's very easy to do, so long as you draw into the dude, and we have many ways to do it. We got draw power, we've got milling power, we got ways and dealings to get into our boy. And so I hope that y'all enjoyed today's episode. If you did, like I said, just hit the like button. Let me know that you enjoy the deck. Consider subbing, because we're almost at 620, which is, it's pretty nice. You know, it's nice to have a nice round number. And tomorrow is going to be a very tricky day. We might not win at all. I don't know yet. We're going to be doing a 3x structure deck challenge for tomorrow with one of the worst structure decks ever made. And I'm going to do my best to at least come out with a win with it. If I can do that, I'll be happy. So, I'll see you guys again tomorrow with some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Madness. Your boy Memphis signing out. Till next time, stay safe, stay happy. Y'all have a good one.